Hi everyone, this is Radio Man Gaming and I'm Radio Man. I'm back with another SCUM video, and today I'm going to go over how to fish and the equipment you need to do it. In the last one, I showed you how to cook with a fire. Now, not only does fishing provide the most nutritious meat to put on your grill, it is another great way to just relax and take in some of the fantastic scenery SCUM Island has to offer. Just look at this lake, which is in Central C1 if you would like to check this spot out yourself. Keep in mind, you can fish any body of water, whether it's a lake, river, or the ocean. You will catch different fish in salt water. Alright, let's take a look at the gear I have laid on the tables. First off, we have our fishing poles. The factory main pole comes in the three colors seen here, red, green, and blue. They perform the same and can be looted almost anywhere. The last rod is an improvised rod. As far as I can tell, it works the same as the factory rod. You can craft it with basic survival by opening your menu and finding it under the basic tab. You will need 2 long sticks, a rope, or 2 improvised ropes, a wire, 2 nails, and your cutting tool. Next up, we've got the different types of line you can find. There are 4 thicknesses of line, with each being able to support heavier fish. Not pictured is improvised line, which you can craft with any form of cordage and a cutting tool. The hooks you can loot come in 4 types as well. You can find them individually or in these handy packs of 10. They go from small and medium to the double and triple hooks. If you have trouble finding some, you can improvise your own with any drink can. You do not need to waste the delicious contents. When you are done hydrating, just open the crafting menu. Select the improvised hook under the No Skill tab, and then press Craft. If you get the dead craft button glitch, like I do here, just highlight the can and tool. Right-click and then craft this way. This works with other recipes too. Okay, there's the improvised hook. It's pretty tiny. That's not what she said. The floaters you find come in 2 types, also in boxes of 10. Let's pop a couple out and take a look. The bright colors of the box floaters make them easier to see in the water than this improvised floater that we have here. You can make one of these under the No Skill tab of the crafting menu with a needle and a wine cork. Last but not least, we have the 2 different reels you can loot on the island, along with the improvised version. You can craft one of these bad boys with 2 planks, 2 wine corks, 4 nails, and a cutting tool. That does it for the gear. Now a quick look at the bait we will be using. There are several types of bait available, and they attract different types of fish. Here we have the lootable boilies, which also come in packs of 10. You can make your own bait from bread or cheese or a piece of steak. Just right-click in the tab menu or hold F like this and select Make Bait. 3 little pieces will fall on the ground and it consumed 1 portion of the meat. Any type of meat you do this with, even the fish fillets, will produce the same type of meat bait. Aside from this, you can search along the shoreline on this different colored grass for earthworms. And the grasshoppers and larvae you find in forest logs can also be used for bait. Finally, let's get set up and put a line in the water. I'm going to take 2 rods to really see if there is a difference. Just drag and drop the equipment like attachments on a gun. You have to put the reels on first, followed by the line. I'll be using the thickest line on both rods, as it's the only component said to make a difference right now. Let's use the improvised hook and floater on the improvised rod with meat bait, and we will use this box floater and start with the small hook on the factory rod. When you're ready, just walk to the water's edge and take the rod in your hand. Then left-click and the power meter will appear on the right side of your screen. Look in the direction you want to cast and hold left-click to fill the meter. Release to cast the line. You can reel in your line with the mouse wheel. Hold left shift to reel it in faster. It may be a little hard to see on video, but you have to watch your floater. When it gets pulled under, left click to snag the fish. Once it's on, another meter appears displaying the tension on your line. If it fills to the top, you need to let line out by scrolling away, or your line will break and you will lose your hook and floater. This was just a small fish, so it came in fast. We can take these little fish and then turn them into bait, and then catch bigger fish. But first, let's try a grasshopper. Ooh, a bite. You can see this is a much stronger fish, and we need to be careful while reeling it in. Yeah, a 7.5 kilogram carp. Now that's a big fish. I guess the improvised rod does alright. I would have lost this fish though if I was using the thinner line. Okay, we have a handy motorboat here. Let's head downriver to the ocean and see what kind of fish we can get in salt water. Remember, you can fish basically anywhere. If you see the round ripples in the water, it means there are fish right in that spot. You can even go into focus mode to see the little fish icon. I've found though, fish will bite without these ripples nearby. You just need to have a little more patience. Here we are at the salt water. A quick stop for some fuel and we will get fishing. A sardine to start. Let's use it for bait and see if there is anything bigger. This one is harder to control. It must be big. Yup, there goes my line. Okay, let's try out the factory rod. Let's put a triple hook on there with a boilie. This one is a fighter too. I'm not sure if I'm getting better or if it's just the rod making it easier. I find it works to hold the fish a little over half tension and scroll in one click at a time. Let the tension drop back down and reel in again. You'll see how low you can let the tension go so that a single scroll won't max you out for too long. Oh yeah, 10.75 kilogram Dentex. And there you have it. You now know how to fish, so no need to starve. After trying both rods out with different bait combinations and hooks, I didn't really notice any difference. I ended up not catching anything over 4 or 5 kilos in the ocean with the improvised rod, but that might just be the luck of the draw of what took my bait. I also hooked fish with both rods that pretty much instantly max out the tension if I reeled in, snapping the line. I don't know if there is a trick to catching these monsters. Please let me know in the comments if you know what to do. So in conclusion, fish with whatever gear you can find or make. You will get food. All the fish have the same nutrient content anyway. If you need tips on cooking, be sure to check out my last video, where I show you how to cook over a fire. I used wolf meat in that one, but it's all done the same. If you enjoyed this and learned something today, please leave a like and hit subscribe. It will help me out a lot and I greatly appreciate it. Check out my other SCUM videos and stay tuned for more SCUM content. I hope you all have a great day. This is Radio Man, signing off.
Radio Man.